Hello. I hope this works. I never know what gain to put on my microphone. I'm also in pajamas. Oh, I'm in pajamas. It's a Billie Eilish shirt, and I cut the sleeves off because I was feeling angsty in the moment. Also, I have been crying, so I've been struggling recently. Where it gets to the point where I'm just like, okay, maybe I should hospitalize, which is I don't take it as a joke, but am I really supposed to say it straight faced? I was fifth wheeling yesterday. If you can see my armpits, they're not ugly. Just don't pay attention to my armpits, please. I went to this fair. I should get a stand because I hate holding the microphone. I feel like an idiot. I look awful. This last weekend, it was my birthday. So on Saturday, which was my birthday, I had a really fun time, great time, and I was like, it's my birthday. I really, really don't care. I am willing to lower my standards all the way to the depths of hell. I'm lowering, my standards are hanging out with Cerberus at the gates of hell right now. That's how willing I am to lower my standards. Just because it's my birthday and, I don't really care, I wasn't going to do anything, excessive. I was just it's my fucking birthday. Or, we might go to, a bar or something. Who cares? Who cares? First of all, I didn't see anyone that piqued my interest. So I was like, whatever. And then I did. And then it was the thing is, male validation means nothing to me at all. You know what I mean? If I ever do get hit on in public, usually I'm just I could look literally like Shrek the Ogre, and you still would want to talk to me. And that just shows that you're horny, right? I in my place could be any other woman alive right now, and you would still approach the same way. There's no actual interest there. That's the same issue I have with dating apps. The fact that I have to market myself. What are we talking about here? Building a profile for a dating app is a humiliation ritual. I loathe it. I don't have any dating apps. Fuck that shit, literally. I hate it. It's awful. And then you have to market yourself on there too. It's like job interviews. It's terrible. Aside from that, male validation means nothing to me because I'm there's no actual interest in who I am as a person. So it means nothing. I'm just yeah, all right, buddy. And then I walk away. It doesn't mean anything to either parties involved. If anything, it's a little more demeaning to me because I'm actually thinking about psychologically. I'm damn, I'm worth nothing in this whole interaction. It makes me feel like a piece of meat. It makes me feel very plastic. So I don't engage with that shit because I'm I hate it. But on my birthday, I was willing to. I was you know what? And then there was one person, and the thing is, I didn't even actively pursue this person yet. I was just oh, okay, there could be an option. And then he was dancing, making out with some other girl. I was okay, cool, awesome. And then the thing is, I don't know how to explain it because I wasn't jealous. I have literally no sense of jealousy in my system right now. It was more I grew up ugly, and I never glue up, ever. I thought it would happen at 18, didn't fucking happen. I said, okay, maybe it'll happen at 20, didn't fucking happen. I was maybe it'll happen at 21, didn't fucking happen. Now I'm 22, and I've looked the same since birth. I haven't had, moments. I've looked the same since conception, basically. Because of that, I am so used to not getting any male attention at all, unless it's, useless conversations. It wasn't, jealousy, because I was I don't even really know this person's name, truthfully. I don't know this person's name at all. It just felt like I was in high school where I was okay, ugly, unlovable, worthless. Because we're I guess the way my brain was thinking was this is a nonsense situation, right? This doesn't mean anything to anyone. Yet still I am not good enough for momentary, very temporary things like that. So I had a little bit of a spiral, but didn't cry on my birthday. Pat myself on the back. Very proud of myself. I've been crying every year on my birthday for the last 11 years. I have a lot of mucus. I'm sorry. I was just crying. I made that really disgusting on purpose. Now, yesterday, I was fifth wheeling. And I went into this whole, can I stop getting fucking notifications? I went to this thing knowing that I was gonna fifth wheel. So that was a mentality that I had. Brother, I said, oh my god, I'm used to third wheeling. I'm no stranger to third wheeling. It's fine. especially if you're with a couple who knows how to like not make you feel like a third wheel. I can appreciate that a lot. Like, yes, include me in your conversations. I love it. Very socially conscious of you. I appreciate it. Fifth wheeling is no joke. That shit is real. Also, like, amusement park line couples, I hate on them a lot. But like, yeah, valid. You're in a line waiting. The ambiance is nice. There was like a Ferris wheel and all that bullshit. I was like, okay, this is great. I literally was standing 2 feet away. And this is what led to my breakdown today. Because I wrote a list. Look at my phone case. This is while I was in line, fifth wheeling, and I just like excluded myself naturally. This is what I realized in that line. And I always have been like, I'm always like, I think I might be on the spectrum, like the autism spectrum. Anytime I say it, people laugh. I get like a good like ha ha ha. And usually I'm just like, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This is what I wrote on my notes app when I was in the line. And I figured like, why not talk about it on Late Night Olive? Number 1, I have no learned characteristics. This came to mind because there was like a 13-year-old kid who was talking to his mom, but his his mannerisms and like the way he was like standing, holding himself, like his physical expression when he was talking was that of like a specific subsect. You can hear my stomach growling. I haven't eaten anything. It's 12. His body language was that of a specific like subgenre of people. Like the way that he was moving, I could see like that is a learned physical characteristic. That's like a way to express himself physically. I don't know how to explain it, but like his body language, that is like something learned. I don't have anything like that. I think naturally I have very closed off body language. Case in point, I pointed this out to my sister. I don't know if you can see it. I have like very visible, like, you might see it here too. Do you see that line? I always stand with my hands right at my side. I'm a very awkward person. I have a lot of social anxiety, generalized anxiety, and depression. I stand a lot with my hands just to my side. You can see it. That's crazy. And she literally said, she was like, dude, your social anxiety is like showing up on your body. I was like, bitch, I know. So closed off body language is just the most comfortable to me. Anything else that I do feels performative because it feels like, it doesn't feel like I have earned the right to express learned physical body characteristics. Do you get what I mean? I hope you understand what I mean. And that's why, like, I just always feel like a poser. I feel like I don't belong. I don't fit in. I don't belong, I don't fit in. These are like literally like affirmations I've had since age 13 in my brain. But a lot of it feels justified because I don't feel right in most social situations. So I stand very closed off, and that's the most comfortable for me. But it comes off that I'm like standoffish. And I'm like, please, I'm nice, give me a chance. More than that, I would much rather stand in silence than, like, for example, like if we go to like a bar, that bitch is loud as fuck. If there's a conversation happening and I'm a little like on the outskirts, like, I don't know, I went to the bathroom, came back, and I'm kind of on the outskirts, not even something that I've done to myself, I can't hear you. And this, we're talking about like day to day. First of all, can't read lips. Second of all, I can't really hear what people are saying to me anyways. So I'm like day to day, usually I'm like this at people and I'm like, what? In a club, and not even a club, because I don't really go to clubs. I don't really like clubs. The floor is always sticky. People are always touching me. Too much. But at like a bar of sorts, I can't hear you. And I could be in like smack dab in the middle. I can't hear you. So if I'm on the outskirts, I'm not going to pretend that I can hear you and like smile along. Again, feel like a poser. My biggest nightmare is that someone's going to turn around and say like, what did she say? You've seen those videos where it's like, why did the chicken cross the road? Because Mars rover and lip gloss. And they're like, ah, man. And the guy goes, explain the joke. Oh my God.
How do you arrest a man with one arm?
How do you arrest a man with one arm?
Lamborghini pork chops.
Yeah, I get it.
Explain it.
My biggest fear, my biggest fear, my biggest fear. It feels like I'm always like waiting for the other shoe to drop in terms of like that kind of thing. So I'm not going to pretend that I can hear. I'm not going to like lean in and be like, what did you say? or like what did she say, because I'm also like not part of like the conversation. So maybe that's something I need to work on, perhaps, but I also don't know. It's a whole conundrum and I don't like it. Like, I'd rather just stand in silence and I literally am like this. Oh, here's my cup. I literally am like vibing to, and by the way, still can't hear the fucking music. All I can hear is like the drum line. So I'm vibing to the drum line. Can't hear any of the synths. None of the other percussion. Can't hear the bass. Nothing. But I'm just like, yeah. That's what I do in the outskirts of groups. And I'm mostly fine. I'm very content with being alone. So even in social settings, if I'm comfortable with the people, I will be alone. If I'm not comfortable with the people and I have to, again, make myself alone, that's when I want to die and I want to go home. It's so weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I really try to not put myself in those kind of situations. But anyways, I love looking at the sky, especially at night. I love looking at the sky and looking for stars. I live in Los Angeles, light pollution. You can't see shit. So I like looking at the stars, and I like to like run through. I have like 2 or 3 fun facts about stars that just they rotate in my brain whenever I'm looking at the sky. Because I'm always like, damn, that's fucking crazy. Did you know that the light we see from stars, they're so far away that that's the light they emitted like 400 years ago? That star literally couldn't exist right now, but that's how long it took for the light to reach our eyeballs. Isn't that fucking crazy? So I just have like star facts on repeat, and I'm just like, where are the stars? But this is literally what I look like. I'm gonna show you. This is me in line. I don't realize until afterwards, and I'm like, damn, bitch, why the fuck did you do that? If I have a purse, I'm constantly readjusting that shit because it has to sit right here. I literally have indents on my skin. Can you see? That's where the purse has to lie. I use tote bags and purses. It has to be right here on my skin on both sides. If it's not there, I keep moving it, readjusting my purse. So this is literally what you see when you see me in public. To no end. Even if we're waiting in line, if we keep moving forward, I'm gonna keep looking up to make sure that like that star is still the star that I saw and not another one that I missed. Yeah, body language, not my forte. I can't really understand social cues. Like, oh my god. Again, with the fifth wheeling. I was just kind of standing there and I'm like, yeah, this is great. That's it. I wasn't thinking. And when I was thinking, I had tears in my eyes. And I had to text my sister because I was like, girl, I'm already going on a spiral about being literally ugly. Literally being undesirable. And now I'm fifth fucking wheeling, ho. And then, like, because of it, like, I will remove myself from a situation if it makes other people more comfortable. Because I'm with 2 other couples, homie. 2 other couples and just lonesome me. And we're at a fair where it's like a mini fair. There's like a lot of people walking. So it's like I don't have like I don't have like an acre to my name to like maneuver, stand. If they want to like hug, make out, hold each other, go ahead. If I'm in the middle and you have to like grab your person to you, I literally will I will take 3 steps back and I'm not fucking around. I did that like maybe 4-5 times. And then eventually I was just like, I'm just going to stand behind everybody. And then like, if you guys ever have a question for me, just ask me, you know? I thought nothing of it. And then I was asked like, Olivia, why are you so far away? And I was just like, oh. And then I lied because I was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the bathroom is. Didn't need to pee. One of them was nice enough. They asked a worker. They was like, where's the bathroom? Worker showed us where the bathroom was. I was like, great, I'll go. Like, I'm so overwhelmed and simultaneously underwhelmed. Like, I feel like crying. And if I go to a fucking porta potty, last thing I'm going to do is pee in it unless I really, really need to go. I also want to cry. But I'm not going to bring down everybody's night. So I went in there and I stood in the porta potty. All of that aside, I would like to say I'm okay in social situations. I grew up... I haven't talked to him in so long. I just got a message from a friend I haven't talked to in a minute. That makes me sad, dude. We're getting old. What the fuck, bitch? I'm the introvert's introvert. In that I am so not a success in social situations that it makes me more empathetic, sympathetic to other people in social situations, right? If I see someone kind of around, I'm going to talk to them and I'm going to engage with them and I'm going to make sure they feel included. I'm going to ask them questions. I feel like I'm like hypersensitive to other people's insecurities. Like in that way, I feel like I'm the introvert's introvert. I feel like I am the self-conscious's self-conscious bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I am there for you, ho. Thankfully, actually, I'm surrounded a lot by extroverts, so I can really be myself. I can really like, I can stand like that in the corner and I won't feel shame because I'm like, you bitches know me. I'm not going to pretend. This isn't high school anymore. I don't have to pretend. And if I feel like I have to do it, I'm going to stay my ass home. My bed, not made. Don't look, it's messy. That's my safe space, bitch. And I have a car. I'm not going to leave my house to pretend. After having bad friendships, I tell you what, I am so fucking selective with the people I surround myself with. The second we're having like a conversation and I feel myself getting self-conscious because of something you said, I'm like, I'm good. Like, just to say that I have someone around me, no thank you. Yeah, I really could have kept talking to this one person, but I felt like an interviewer. I'm not an interviewer. God damn. And it's so draining. Oh, do you have any siblings? And they're like, yeah, I have like 2 sisters, 1 brother, and 1 dog, or whatever the fuck. How old are they? And they tell you, and you're like, oh wow, okay. So you're like the youngest. That's crazy. Silence. And I'm like, bitch, ask me. Yes, I have siblings. I have 2 sisters. I'm a middle child. Boom. Conversation continues. Instead, I'm like, oh, so like, where are you from? Have you grown up here? Oh, how long have you lived here? Do you ever want to live anywhere else? Are you in school? What's your major? What do you want to do with that? How is it? I'm like, ho, I am not an interviewer, and if I was, I'd be Wendy fucking Williams because I want to insult you right now to your face. That's how she cries, Wendy Williams. What was I talking about? Oh, good friends. I'm very selective about that. To my own detriment, but I really don't give a goddamn flying monkey fuck because I'd rather be alone than be with people who are not good for my social battery. Best thing in the world, tell you what, and for a while I thought it was impossible, but being friends with people where like you come home afterwards and your social battery is okay. That's news to me. Didn't know that was possible. Me and my bitches are locked in. Me and my bitches, we're locked in. Me and my bitches, we're locked in. Me and my bitches. Anyways, when I'm meeting new people, especially in a group setting, if it's one-on-one, I really try my hardest because I'm like, you have to seize every opportunity, bitch. You have to. But meeting new people in a group setting, it's so hard for me because I'm really trying to figure out where I land here. It's new ground. It's all a lot. But I'll have something to say and it'll be on the tip of my tongue. Like, it literally feels, and I don't know how to explain this, it feels like the skin right here, like the skin right there is what I'm about to say, and I can't get it out. I don't know if that's like some kind of like, I was about to say selective mutism, but that kind of sounds like pick me, love me. But it does feel like that sometimes, where it's like I literally can't get these words out at all. Gun to my head, I still couldn't say this sentence. So yeah. And then I started thinking about like self-harm, which is like, I'm like 5 years clean. That's when I hear the crowds going crazy. And I hear everybody going, yes. And I mean, like, I don't even know how to explain it. For me, it was more like I get very overwhelmed, and I would have a lot of, the only way I can describe it is with like psychological, what is it, like DSMA, like words, but a lot of those have been popularized with the internet. I experienced what felt like a lot of dissociation. I'm a very bad overthinker. When I was in high school, my anxiety was awful. Like, it's not good now. It was terrible in high school. And when I was in the thick of it, I was also in high school. So what it was for me, I would get so overwhelmed. Like, I don't like sensory, like I'm overthinking. My body is like way overstimulated. Like, everything was going wrong. I would stand in my room and I literally would stand with my legs apart and my arms apart because the skin to skin contact was too much. Like, I literally, like, I remember vividly, like, standing kind of like a starfish and sitting on my bed. That's just another material to think about. I would get so overwhelmed, where what it was for me was like a grounding exercise. So when I would have anxiety attacks, because I would have more anxiety attacks than I would panic attacks, I'd say I've had like less than 5 panic attacks in my life, but I've had multiple anxiety attacks. So during those, it's just like spiral noise. It's like when you can't get the radio right and you can hear words, but it's also fuzzy and you can hear other channels coming in. Somehow there's music playing. And I'm also crying. And then I'm also standing like a friggin' starfish in my room, trying not to think about the fact that my feet are feeling the ground. I'm picturing the space between my skin and other surfaces. Like I'd have to tie my hair up. Like I was like one step away from literally being butt naked in my room because I'm like so like, I'm like, I can't do it. So in moments like that, it was very grounding because it's like that is something tangible, that is something real that my body can focus on. It felt like when sausages are cooking and they get fat and then eventually they like you can like cut it if you want, but if it like bursts and it's like tss, and it like shrivels a little, comes back to normal size, all the hot air is fucking coming out. That's what it felt like to me. So yes, sometimes I still think about it because I still get very overwhelmed. Have I found coping mechanisms? Not really. But I think a lot about the cons. Restricting shirts you can wear. Oh, bitch, are you kidding me? It gets so hot. It gets so hot. When it was happening, I would only ever wear long sleeves or sweaters. I could be sweating. And my mom would be like, Olivia, you're making me hot. Take off your sweater. I'm like, no! I literally would get in heated arguments because I'm like, I'm not taking off this goddamn sweater. You can't make me. I'm not taking it off. You're not seeing these fucking forearms. I almost wrote it in my will. I said, you're not looking at these forearms, queen. Never. That's not happening, homie. So that's not something I ever want to think about again. It's also just like, there was a lot of shame and guilt for me after it happened. When like I've calmed down and the sausage is now shriveling back to size. It also seems like I don't want to take regressive steps backwards, you know? Like retrospectively, I can tell that like it did quell a lot of my overwhelmity, but it's also like, to me, there's like a pathway. At the end of the pathway, suicide. There are steps to the pathway. I don't want to take any steps going that way. Be like me. I don't make any sense. No, I don't make any sense. So actually don't be like me. Make sure you can articulate yourself. But that was how I was feeling today. I wonder what I'm going to call this video. The vaccines are making us autistic. That's what I should call it. Have you heard RFK Jr.? Also, I'm pretty sure somebody called me the N-word yesterday. I got in my car because I was going literally to the fucking fair. I was going to Fifth Wheel. I didn't mind the fifth wheeling. That's the thing though. I had so much fun. What was I talking about? Oh, I was sitting in my car. And I just got in my car. Sweltering heat. So I rolled down the windows, blasted the AC on max. And I'm putting in directions on maps because I don't know how to get to my friend's house off head. And I'm also opening up Spotify to put the DJ man. He's like, hey Olivia, welcome back. I'm your DJ X. Right now, I'm going to play some hits that you've been listening to recently. And then it's just Wicked and Hamilton. Embarrassing. I literally had someone in my car and that happened and I was like, sorry, like, it'll change. I can change it. Don't put me on aux, please. A lot of pressure. I don't like it. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. I keep going on tangents. I'm sitting in my car, putting in maps, queuing up songs. Front windows are down. Doors are locked, obviously, and I never have my windows down because I don't like that. In fact, I want my windows to be completely tinted. I don't want anybody to fucking see me. I want to be able to flip people off and not be scared that they might pull out a gun because they saw me doing it. But yeah, windows are down. I'm like not paying attention. Some old man on a bike is riding by and I just hear Negro. And this is the second time I've been called the N-word. At least. But I'm such a gaslighter. I'm like, I don't think he was talking to me. There's nobody black that was on the street. And he said it right outside of my window. But I'm like, I really don't think he was talking to me. Or maybe I misheard. Who else could he have been fucking talking to, idiot bitch? The two angels on my shoulders. Wonderful. Heads, nose, knees, and shoulders. I was just like it happened. And then I was like, not really pay attention. And then I sit up and I say, oh. So then I roll up my windows and I'm shaking, obviously, because that's scary. And then I drive to start going and I see him there because he's on a bike, so he's really not getting far at all, and he's not very fast either because he's old. I feel like a bitch. I don't care. He's old, so yeah, he's not getting very far very fast. Also, if he called me the N-word, I'm fully fucking justified. I see him and part of me was like, I should just go a little tap tap. Yeah, let's tussle. Let's go, ho. But then he also seemed to be like talking to himself, like he wasn't fully mentally there. Also, he was either a tanned white man or he was a POC. So many like layers. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything either way. Like, even if he was like pale white and he had a hat on that said like, I'm from Massachusetts, I still wouldn't have fucking said anything. But I was just like, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm literally just sitting in my car. Last time it happened is when I worked at McDonald's. And I attribute this to why I hated McDonald's so much too. Even though McDonald's has nothing to do with it. I will preface. Don't sue me for defamation. I had gotten off work and I was walking home. It was like a 10 to 15 minute walk from the McDonald's to where I lived at the time. And it was at night. And it was in a very like walkable, very like still awake city at night, so it was like mostly safe, I will say, except for like the dirt roads. The dirt roads, what the fuck am I talking about? Except for like the residential streets, because they didn't have very many street lights. That's the only time when I would get nervy, but other than that, very walkable. And we lived like right off the main road, so it was fine. But I was walking home, I had my hat on from McDonald's. I didn't have braids, so I had my little two poofs, and my hair was kind of short back then. And I'm literally walking, and I would walk and send like voice messages to my friends, 15-minute long voice messages, by the way, just about things that piss me off during the day. And so I'm like walking and I'm talking, and then I hear like nigger. And like I keep walking, I'm like, wait, I think somebody just called me the N-word. And I look around because I'm like, damn, what the fuck? And it was someone in a car. Pussy. That's kind of crazy. And that's in Glendale, ho. That's in Glendale, bitch. I was like, what is this? Somebody help me. Let me see if I can find it, because literally it happened when I was sending an audio, and I'm pretty sure it was on WhatsApp. So I starred that message because I was like, maybe they weren't talking to me, but they're pretty fucking loud. I wonder if I can find it actually. Shut up. Okay, this is my BFF Amani talking about what my type is. I literally thought it was this message.
Olivia, your type is like white looking, skinny, feminine looking niggas. Oh, they can't be white niggas. But like, yeah, that's what you like.
You know what I mean? So yeah, okay. My legs are shaking, everything's shaking. That was really fun, actually. I don't have tears in my eyes. We actually bonded over, which is crazy.
Okay. Oh!
We actually bonded over, which is crazy. Oh, Kunamoto, I'm gonna scream too. N-word. Oh my god. Oh my god, my heart just dropped into my stomach. Did you hear that?
That's what really came out. That's so funny. I said, mutuo nisaidie, please. That's so funny. I have tears in my eyes. Can you hear that? The hard R.
Oh, Kunamoto, I'm gonna scream too. N-word. Oh my god. Oh my god, my heart just dropped into my stomach. Did you hear that? Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Okay, my heart's racing. Wait.
The immediate gaslight.
I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack. Okay, give me a sec.
Oh yeah. I did have a panic attack. The hard R is crazy. When did I send this? 9:20 p.m. Like, are we serious, guys? Hello? And then white people want to be like, well, it's normalized to hate white people now. I'm like, nobody's yelling that shit at you in the street. That's terrifying. Like, do you understand, like, the implications of that? That's a word dating back to slavery, Jim Crow, KKK, lynching, redlining. Dude, it's just a word. I'm like, what universe were you born into? So yeah, I got called the N-word twice in my life. Yesterday, I was shaking the whole ride. And you know what's serious? When, like, I wasn't listening to any music. I was just like, and then I went to fifth wheel. I'm kidding. Okay, that's been the end of Late Night Talks with Olivia. As you can see, it is 12:25. I've been filming for 40 minutes. I didn't mean to film for so long. We will see if I ever post this. That's gonna be the thumbnail. What should I title this, actually? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I've burped like 4 times and I literally farted, and I'm gonna keep all of that in because this is real. I just woke up and I came here. Okay, bye.